I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night.
Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it. And by the way, just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my vibe. Usually I don't do this often, but since recruiting isn't an option, due to unusual rain and thunder, baby, I wonder, would you just put your sweats on me? Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for ya. Let me lay a great time on ya. Don't hesitate, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will.
Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it. Saying, bad bitch, put your hands up high. Hands up high. Hands up high. Tell them dim the lights down right now. Put me in the mood. I'm talking about dark perfume. Go.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice. Poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? I mean, I write poems in these songs dedicated to you when you're in the mood for empathy. There's blood in my pen. Better yet, with your friends and them. I really wanna know you off. I really wanna show you off. Fuck God, pour up plenty of champagne. Cold nights when you curse this name. You called up your girlfriends and your girl in that little bitty range. I heard that she wanna go and party. She wanna go and party. Nigga, don't approach her with that Atari. Nigga, that ain't good game, homie, sorry. They say conversation rule a nation. I can tell, but I could never right my wrongs unless I write it down for real. P.S. You can get it, you can get it, you can get it.
Yo. Oh, wait. Let me fix this. Damn it. Anyways, yo, welcome to the SC Experience, aka boy Eric, man, and we back. You feel me? We back with another live. I was gonna wait till tomorrow, but there was a lot of news that have been happening throughout the week this week, and it's been a very interesting week. We thought it was gonna be more of just Raiders versus Kansas City, the preview, whatever. But there has been a lot of news coming out of the front office, out of Devontae Adams, out of even Josh Jacobs, and even some of Derek Carr. And I know. We're supposed to move on, but at the end of the day, nobody's even moving on. Let's be honest, bro. all week long, there has been nothing but Carr lives. Nothing but Carr lives. I tried staying away from it, but at the end of the day, we got to report to you guys what's been reported and what's been going on. And there's been a lot of exchanges between the Carr family and the nation and the organization. And like I said, there's also Adams, but I want to start with something before anything because I haven't even done a live since this happened. Um, Praying for Damar Hamlin. Of course, if you guys didn't see on Monday, man, it was a very, very, very scary thing on the field, man. Something that many of us haven't seen on the field, and stuff like this is bigger than football. And I always like to say, bro, that it's always bigger than football, man. And I've been praying every day since then. For Damar, man, things are looking good, are looking in the trajectory of good, but he's still hospitalized. So I just hope that everything goes well. So praying, if you guys could put praying hands in the chat, man, praying for, pray for Damar Hamlin, man. It was a very very scary thing, man. But praying, of course. Besides that, I appreciate you guys for tuning in today. Most importantly, yes, that's facts, Raider Bob. Hashtag Skip Bayless is a dumbass. Fuck Skip Bayless. Anyways, and if you guys didn't see what Skip Bayless did, I'm not gonna even touch up upon it because he doesn't even deserve any limelight on what the fuck he did. But go look at it on Twitter, bro. You'll see it. That pathetic fuck. Anyways, shout out to everybody that's here, man. Thank you for the praying hands in the chat, man. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, man. Like I said, there has been a lot of things going on in the Raider Nation this week. A lot of things going on, and I was gonna stay away. Like I said, I was gonna stay away from Carr, but like I said, the whole week has been just fulfilled of Carr lives throughout the nation. So I was like, let me see what's this about. Let me see what's going on, and there was a lot of exchanges between, like I said, the family and the organization and the nation. And then on top of that, as well, Devontae Adams says something today. Also, Josh Jacobs says something the other day, and we'll touch upon all this and more today. So I appreciate you guys coming here. Let me see. Let me see what who's up in here. Shout out to Robert Pena. Yo, Eric, salute to you as well. Raider Primos is in the house. What's good, Primos? Salute, Eric. And finally, we could put the narrative to bed. Adams is staying. Raiders are going to make signing of Jacobs a priority. Excited for the offseason. And hey, you hit it on the marker. That's exactly what Adams. So we'll react to what he had to say right now after I give a salute to everybody. Hoping Steady shows consistency against KC. I'm always the one. And if you check out my Twitter, and if you guys haven't yet, go follow me on Twitter at SCEXP21. um, I've been tweeting a lot lately. And one of the tweets I said is you gotta support whoever's under center. And I said this last week. And of course, Stidham's under center at the end of the day. And I supported the guy, and he did really good against the Niners. Now the question is, can he do it on a consistent basis? There's a lot of questions with, is it because the Niners didn't have film? Is it because it was his first game and he was fired up or whatever? Well, that's gonna get put to rest as well the next game if he could do it on a consistent basis. So we got Kansas City next, of course. The reaction of Adams was similar to Messi last day in Barcelona. Same body language, everything. Adam wants a ring. Hey, we'll see, man. We'll see. And I'll let you guys be the judge of what he had to say. I actually have the clip behind the scenes, but I want to give a shout out to everybody before. Shout out to Dominic Five, man. Laker Nation. What up, SC? What's good, Laker Nation? Hope all is well. What up, Erica? Stack up them Lunchables and prayers for Damar Hamlin and his family. That is facts, Chad. I appreciate that, man. And salute to you as well. Salute to the truly killer, lunchable stacker, track riding. He does wears his sunglasses at night. The S experience, aka Eric, stack pack high, stack pack high. Gosh damn, I'm feeling the vibe. You already know what it is, man. Shout out to Anthony Estrada, man. Shout out to Alfredo, man. Alfredo's up in the building. Salute Eric and chat room. We have been fooled. Should have traded Carr once they realized he wasn't the guy. Now good luck trading him. We'll talk about it too. There's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of things to talk about. Hashtag Tay is here to stay. Shout out to ECG. Eric, you motherfucker. That shit fresh. Shout out to ECG in the building, man. I appreciate you for being here. Shout out to All Eyes on G. And shout out to everybody, man, putting praying hands there for Damar Hamlin. Like I said, man, a very scary thing. And hopefully everything goes well. Shout out to Raider Rob. What's good, Raider Rob? Good to see you. Hope all is well. Shout out to Curtis Williams, North Cal Raider Jesse in the building as well. Shout out to Jesse. What's good, Jesse? Shout out to True Dozen. What's good, True Dozen? Joel E's up in the building as well, man. Shout out to Plum Raider 87. You either for the shield, against the shield, 100 with that. Wife of where you at? Punk Tay ain't going. God damn. Shout out to Plum Raider, man. What's good? What's good? Shannon Sharp was about to put his hands on him. He doesn't want to risk his job and career. And Shannon Sharp didn't even show up the other day, bro. Prayers to everyone in North Cal. That's another thing too. I heard I would say a good chunk of my supporters have been from Northern California, of course. Praying for you guys as well, man. There's a very, very tough storm happening in the Sacramento area. So praying over there, man. I know it's one of those that California ain't built for. But I just hope everything goes well. Praying for you guys as well, man. Northern California. I know I seen the floods already, man. The storm, how it's getting. Like I said, California ain't ready for that, and I see it going down. So praying for Northern California, man, especially in the Sacramento area where it's getting hit the most. And anybody over there, man, that shit is crazy, bro. And hopefully everybody's families and everything is safe over there, man. Make sure to do everything you can to make sure the least amount of destruction happens, because we all know that, like I said, California ain't built for shit like that, bro. So praying for you guys out there, man. And shout out to whoever's in here that is around that area and actually here watching me while that's happening, man. That's just crazy. That means a lot. Carr wasn't McDaniel's guy. It's simple. And Carr had a horrific season, which didn't help. And Joey, I think it has to do a lot with it. There was a 1 year contract built inside that contract, if you really look at it. And it was, you proved to us that you can handle the system and handle this thing and play good this season, and you could stay another year. If not, you're out. And that's exactly what they did. I just don't get why they waited so long if they knew earlier in the season he wasn't the guy. But we'll talk about it. Salute, Eric. I sent you an IG. The Raiders breakdown plan in details. You might want to bring it up for show. I'll bring it up right now once I'm done with the topics at hand. I got you, brother. Yeah, we in the storm right now. Thanks for the prayers, nation. Hey, man, stay safe, brother. That shit is crazy. Shout out to Thomas Hernandez in the building. I have family that live in Northern California, and they are expecting 7 to 10 inches of rain. God damn. Yeah, I'm from Sac. I hope my power don't go out. God damn. Shout out to Joey B. Man, shout out to Desert Raider as well, man. Shout out to Angel. He says, "What's good, Eric? Prayers to Hamlin. Was hoping Shannon Sharp would kick Skippy's ass. David Carr needs to let his bro talk, and no one is greater than the Shield. Salute to Raider Nation. I couldn't have said it better myself, Angel. But let's get straight into it, right? Eric, Raiders quarterback question. If Stidham balls out once again and puts up another 30 piece or more, do you think the Raiders keep Stidham to start and draft one to learn under him? I think Stidham will stay, but I think that would give Stidham an opportunity to fight for the starting position next year. I still think you bring in a veteran. I still think you draft a rookie. If not, you draft a rookie the next year. But at the same time, um, I think that Stidham deserves the chance to, if he balls out again, deserves the chance to fight for that starting role next year. So yeah, keep him. So shout out to everybody, man, that's in here, and let's get straight into it. So, if you guys haven't seen, Devontae Adams had a presser today. They asked him, "How do you feel about this whole Carr thing? Are you gonna stay? Blah blah blah, stuff like that." So this is what he had to say, and if you guys can't hear it, I'll summarize it at the end. But yeah, here you guys go.
And will make decisions that you don't have a say in. But if they get you a quarterback that you know can get you a ball, do you want to come back and be a Raider again next year?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said, I came here. I wouldn't have been here or ended up here originally, probably. If Derek wasn't here, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I won't be here. In the event that he's not here. That's my boy. Obviously, I got his back and everything. I think I've made that more than clear at this point, and I support him, support everything that he has. Moving forward as well. But my dream was to play for this team before he was a Raider, obviously, and at this point, I want to, obviously try to make this thing work and continue on doing what I'm doing here and, myself get better and obviously see the team grow and get better as well.
And we'll make decisions.
Did you guys hear that? Shout out to Las Vegas Raiders with Farrell. Shout out to Farrell, man. What's good, Farrell? Hope all is well. Stidham is a free agent after the season. If he balls out, then the team will go out to sign him. I think he'll come back, bro. I think he'll come back. So, shout out to North Carolina Jesse too, man. Stack them up, run up them likes, man. There's 44 people in here, man. If you guys can't hit that like button, I'll greatly appreciate it. So, overall, to summarize what he had to say was pretty much that, hey, regardless if DC is out or not, I am going to stay. I want to stay. I wanted to be a Raider even before Derek Carr. He said that. And that gives a lot of answers to a lot of our questions, right? So, To me, it looks like the regime kind of convinced them to stay. And why you say it convinced them is because there was also reports that came out that said that Devontae Adams actually has a say in the quarterback next year. So the fact that Adams has the opportunity to have input in the next quarterback kind of shows me that they had to put that stipulation in order for him to stay pretty much and for him to really be secured. So it's understandable, of course, Adams wants the ball. But Adams, most importantly, he said it. He wants to stay, and that kind of confirms it for me personally. It confirms it for me. That Adams is staying, and Adams will be a Raider next year, and he will have a lot of input in the next quarterback. So that is good news. That is good news to me. That is good news to the nation, and that's good news for the Raiders. Shout out to Aaron. He says, "What else do you expect him to say?" I mean, he confirmed it, man. I mean, he's staying. He's staying. He's staying. So Adams is staying, of course. Um, that's a good news. Now Josh Jacobs, I don't have the clip, but Josh Jacobs also has some words. He said that he was gonna this next week, which is this week. He said this last week, but he's talking about this week, right? He was talking about how he's gonna do all he can to be with his teammates and have fun with his teammates and ball out in the last game with his teammates because he knows that a lot of people are gonna be out of this building next year, and he knows that a lot of things are gonna be different. So that is something to look at too, because Jacobs knows something that nobody else does, and it kind of looks like Josh Jacobs is implying that a lot of new faces are going to come into this organization next year, which I kind of expected, and we're going to see what they could do with this money. There's a lot of money, but still has to go an extension of Josh Jacobs. If you sign a quarterback back, right, you got to sign Stidham back and maybe a veteran quarterback back. You got to also put some of that money into the rookies that we get. At the end of the day, we got a top 10 pick, so we got to pay him like a top 10 rookie. Um, and also all that gets taken into account. And of course, the extensions that take into effect next year will be taken as well. So there is rumbling right now that there's around 117 million, but it's not always like that. It always goes down in the beginning of the off season. So we'll see the official number later on. But I do know that we have enough money to bring in some veterans for free agency, sign some rookies, and also give the extension to Josh Jacobs and sign a quarterback as well. Um, I wouldn't say like a Lamar Jackson or fuck no, I don't want Lamar Jackson, but I don't even want Tom Brady. But who knows what this regime is gonna do moving forward? It kind of looks like they want somebody that knows the system. Therefore, there's only a small amount of players that know the system. Tom Brady, Jimmy Garoppolo, Mac Jones, and Jared Stidham, of course. Of course, Jacoby Brissett. I mean, those are some people off the top of my Cam Newton are kind of the people that have been under this system. But if I were to take a guess, we bring back Stidham. If he balls out again against KC, and I think even then he'll still be signed back. It's just a question of what are they going to do moving forward with the other quarterbacks that are available. Are they going to go sign somebody from their thing? Are they going to go get a rookie? What are they going to do? That's a lot of questions to be seen as well. Contract wise, no one picking up this contract. They got 2 years to start to win with Adams before they have a potential out. That's facts. That's facts. Well, there's one that we needed to stay. But I was hearing a couple more rumors. Carr gone. Jacobs ain't here, and Renfro. I think Carr is gone. There was reports today, which actually I'll bring it up. I gotta bring it up to actually show you. Let me actually bring it up real quick. Let me try to find it actually. Let me see. I should have had it pulled up, but let me actually find it. I'm trying to find it right now because I don't. Let me see. Devontae Adams wants to remain a Raider. We already talked about that. I'm trying to see where. Um, damn, where is it? I can't find it. But let me see. Is it this one? Is it from the Raiders Wire? I'm trying to see. Blah 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 blah. Okay, here we go. 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 I got it. I got it in here. An article, of course. We'll talk about it right now. I seen this on on a lot of things. On the stuff like that. Let me give a shout out to who's there. Whose birthday is it? It's Omar's birthday. Turned 34 today. Hey, happy birthday, bro. Happy birthday, Omar. Sending blessings to you, brother. Sending blessings to you, brother. Hopefully you had an amazing day today, bro. Go celebrate. Go do all that, man. Have a drink for me and stuff like that. Hey, happy birthday. Need vet quarterback with Stidham as backup. Resign Jacobs and defense need defense. That's facts. We need defense, Angel. Shout out to Purple and Gold Raider. Salute SC. Glad you are alive, homie. You already know, man. I got you. Shout out to Castro Raider. He says, "What do you think I should do about fantasy? Did you win? If you won, hey, you gotta hit up Dirty to give you the money. If you won, you gotta hit up Dirty for the money. But besides that, hey, congratulations for winning, right? Shout out to Terrence. Terrence is also in the building. According to Over the Cap, we have around 70 million in cap space after all is said and done with the extension. That's what I was thinking too. A lot of people are talking about 117 million, but that's before all those stuff. So yeah, we have around 70 million. That looks more reasonable. Shout out to Terrence in the building. So let's talk about this real quick, and let me actually do this because this is better. So I seen this on multiple reports. It was also on Twitter. If you guys want to look it up, all you gotta do is just type in Derek Carr and you'll see it. And you'll see other reports as well. So let me actually go down here. Let me see. That being said, you could think that the Raiders are not getting hands with McDaniels and realize Derek Carr was not going to take this team where it needs to go. Both could be true. And for Carr, he had a lot more time to show us what he is and not capable of accomplishing. So this was speculation, of course, in the Twitter and in the reporters. I think it was Vinny. If I'm not mistaken, it was either Hondo Carpenter to Sean Reed or Vinny B. It was one of them, but it was reported that they knew that weeks ago, they knew in the beginning of weeks that Carr wasn't the right fit. And this kind of makes me like, what is this regime even thinking? If Carr was not the fit since the beginning, why not bench him earlier and have Stidham more games under his belt? It don't make sense to me. It really don't make sense to me, to be honest. It really does. The only thing I could really think of is maybe that 3 week period where we were on a 3 game win streak kind of made them like be like, oh, maybe Carr could be somebody, and they kept them in. But at the same time, if you knew earlier in the season that he wasn't built for your plans, what was the point of going through all that shit? You feel me? In my opinion, right? So it's very, very concerning with what they had to do, and you kind of see it with the regime. They like to keep things a lot of I say pyro. I was about to say pyro. Shout out to pyro. Pyro in the building. D Menace is in the building as well, man. Good to see you guys. Hope all is well. Shout out to Montana Fox also in the building. Shout out to D Menace. Was good. I do think Carr will get us 2 good picks. I think so too. I think so too. So, and Carlos Rodriguez, shout out to you. That's correct. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. This regime has been all over the fucking place, in my opinion. This regime has been weird, in my opinion. Um, has been really weird. And I don't know what happened to my phone. What the fuck? I lost my phone. I don't even know where it's. Oh, it's right here. But yeah, so this regime is doing some weird shit. I don't even know. But that is the reports as of right now. That they didn't think Carr was gonna be something earlier. Blah blah. I'm waiting for Dirty to say something. Cap got Josh Allen. Oh shit. Yeah, that thing got postponed. So who knows? But I still think you would have won either way. But hey, just keep typing in Dirty chat. Hey, 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 I think I won. Blah blah blah. I honestly think they weren't in win now mode. They knew we had more issues than just Carr, and it kind of looks like it, right? All the moves they made throughout the season, release Jonathan Abram, release Jonathan Hankins, um, inactivate a lot of the rookies, inactivate a lot of the D tackles when we play run heavy teams. Um, taking away 2 of our interior O lines the same week that 2 offensive lines go down. It's a lot of moves that it's kind of like, damn, bro, what the fuck is going on? You feel me? But one thing is for sure, with all these draft picks and the money they're building up, they're doing a lot of things to push for a good off season. You feel me? Everything on paper looks good, but every time I say everything looks good on paper, it fucking sucks at the end. So I hope they could change that narrative, you feel me? Because last off season we're like, this was the best off season in a while, blah blah blah. We're gonna have a good season, and then we go into the season, we absolutely shit the fucking bed and did the complete opposite of what we were getting fed in the offseason. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. Hopefully they make the right moves. Defense, 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 defense. I've been saying this since last year. I said no matter who's under center, bro, we need to build this fucking defense, bro. I'm tired. I'm tired and tired and tired and tired and tired of always having to rely on the fucking offense to score fucking 50 points to win a game, right? And stuff like that. And 30 points and 24 points. Sometimes a lot of the great teams now don't even fucking have the opposite team even coming close to the score. So at the end of the day, I just want a defense. We haven't had that in a real long time. We've had an average of 20 up. And what I mean is 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32 ranked fucking defenses in the last 10 years. And I think this season there's a lot of good players in the draft. We're in kind of a sticky situation when it comes to a draft because we're in a position that either we reach for somebody, we trade back, or you get the best available, which at the time, it all depends on how the draft board goes. Who knows what teams are going to trade? Who knows what team's route they're going to go because the free agency is before the draft. At the end of the day, I'm kind of thinking that if you bring in, and this brings me to this, shout out to Koo, what's good? What's your hope with the draft? Defense from the first to third round. That's a guarantee. I want that. First, second, third round, defense, defense, and another defense, and defense on top of the defense, and then defense on top of that. I am not going for a receiver in the first 3 rounds. I'm not going for a quarterback in the first round. Fuck no. I'm not going for no fucking halfback offensive tackle, offensive line, none of that. But something tells me that if you bring in a veteran quarterback and and Josh McDaniels being a head coach of an offensive mind, he's an offensive mind head coach. It kind of makes me that maybe, just maybe, they might go offensive tackle if that's the best available. The only one that comes to mind is Peter Olowski. Hopefully I said that right. I don't even know if I said that. Let me actually go to my board. Actually, let me go to my board. Hopefully I said that right. I don't want to be wrong. You feel me? Let me see. Let me see. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Nope, it's not here. Hmm. Peter Skronsky. My bad. Peter Skronsky. I said that fucking ultimately wrong. Peter Skronsky. Peter Skronsky from Northwestern offensive tackle. Looks like the best offensive tackle. Of course. Besides the old boy from Ohio State, Paris Johnson Jr. But besides that, these are all different scenarios when it comes to this whole draft and then the position we are, right? It's like, are they going to go best available? Are they going to go defense? What are they going to do, right? Exactly. So shout out to everybody in here, man. I keep blaming defense. We lost 8 games by the total of 33 points. Do we need an overhaul on defense but lack offense execution is why we lost this season. When you have a lead, right? A double-digit lead, especially a 17-point lead, your defense job is to make sure they maintain that lead. And did they maintain it? No. And I think people get it twisted a lot. I think this is the problem with a lot of people right now. Is that we like to think, oh, they only scored 24 points. Oh, the defense did its job. Oh, they only scored 21 points. Oh, they did their job. At the end of the day, if you truly watch the game, if you have a 17-point lead, your defense job is to make sure that lead is maintained. A 17-point lead, that's 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And most of the time, the collapse was in the second half. And now, if you look at the games we lost, right? And let's actually, I'm gonna break it down with you because I know some people are gonna try to debate me, and I gotta bring up some proof as well. So let's actually go into ESPN real quick. Let's go into ESPN real quick. Let's go to the NFL. Let's click on the Raiders, of course. Let's also click on some of the games that we have lost this year. So let's actually go to the schedule. Let me actually share my screen so you guys can see me what I'm doing here. Let me actually show you. Actually, to back up my point real quick. Give me a second. All right, here we go. Here we go. Now, um, let's go to where should we go? You want to start from recent till back or every single one? Okay, let's just start from week 1, right? Let's go here. Oh no, let's go here. Let's go here. So here in the very first week, this was the possession time. Of course, the Chargers had 32.32, and if you remember that game, that's where we didn't even run the ball, bro. Remember, we were calling for, "Why aren't you running the ball, Josh McDaniels? Why aren't you running the ball?" Y'all remember that? When a lot of the team looked rusty, remember it was like, "Run the ball, run the ball." Well, those are the possession times right there. And that's what I'm saying. How is our defense ranked one of the worst in the NFL and they get no blame? And that's what I'm trying to say. The offense got blamed already. I mean, the literally the quarterback just got benched. Like literally Derek Carr just got benched. That literally shows you that they took care of the offensive spectrum on what happened, right? Why were there so many faults? Why did the offense fuck up for 3 and outs? Blah blah blah. And they knew that Derek Carr is one of the reasons. So now you look at this and practically now it's the defense's turn. I don't know how people could defend the fuck out of the defense. But let's actually look at these, right? If you guys want, shout out to Valet podcast was good to see you. We only have 6 interceptions this season, while the Steelers and Patriots have 18. They have triple the amount. That is unacceptable. And talk about the sacks. Talk about the sacks real quick as well. 0-5 after leading by double digits in the second half. Defense deserves blame as well. And that's all I'm saying is that at least put some blame on the defense. I hear a lot of people defending the shit out of the defense like that's like they deserve a lot of defense. No, fuck no. Hell no. And actually, let me show you one of the most recent ones too. So that was the Chargers, whatever. Let me show you the Rams one real quick. Because this one was a heartbreaker, right? Look at the possession time. Let me zoom in. A lot of people like to say, a lot of people like to say, oh, the offense keeps going 3 and out. The defense is tired. By the looks of it here, the Raiders had more possession time. Am I wrong, y'all? Does numbers not lie? See, I'm glad you brought that up, Bacteria, because look, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro. I've been trying to stay as like as like as like as like positive as possible. I said that in the beginning of the year, in a couple days ago. I literally try to stay positive, bro. I'm trying to do that, but something that gets a lot of people twisted is that if I talk about anybody besides Carr, I'm defending Carr. That narrative is so bullshit to me, bro. And I respect what you're saying. But at the end of the day, last time I checked, Carr got benched. Am I wrong or am I right? Last time I checked, Carr got benched. So why are we still sitting here like, oh, I'm defending Carr? If Carr literally got benched, they took care of that problem that a lot of people like to call a problem. Am I wrong? Am I missing something? Is Derek Carr starting against the Chiefs? Did I miss something? Is there a report? Is Derek Carr staying? Like, bro, they literally addressed it. I don't see. This is what gets me so fucked up in the head. It's how people try to paint some shit on somebody's opinion to think that they're a Carr stan or Carr bashing. If you want to get real, I saved this in the back pocket and might as well show it. I seen these DMs here. Look at these DMs by a Kardashian and a Kardashian, and if we want to talk about it truly, the Kardashian says, "Hey, bro." The Kardashian says, "Yeah, what's up?" The Kardashian says, "Can you move on from Carr? Stop crying. He's gone, so move on." And then the Kardashian says, Have you seen your post recently? Question mark, question mark, question mark. And the guy never answered. Why do I bring this up? Because at the end of the day, the people that talk about Carr the most are the people that say to move on. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Literally, the people that say move on the most and the people that have the most problem with Carr are and the people that say move on are the main people talking about. Like like bro, like come on now, bro. Let's do better, man. He's gone. He's hasta la vista. That offensive problem, they found it and they took care of it. Why should we still be talking about it? They took care of it. That's what I'm saying, bro. I wasn't even talking about Carr. They took care of that problem, bro. The whole team except Jacobs, Tay, and Crosby are to blame for those losses. Exactly, Raider Ross. And that's what I'm trying to say. Carr got Carr got benched. They took care of that. And now the defense is gonna look a lot new. Shout out to Dark Atheist. Exactly, Raiders till death. And I'm trying to go away from it. But it's always there, bro. Like, it's always there. The problem is gone. It's Stidham time. There you go. And just because I blame somebody else does not mean that I'm defending Carr. No, no, no. At the end of the day, this whole team has lost us a lot of games this year. But they already took care of one thing, and they're going to take care of another in the offseason. That's what I'm talking about. Eric, I respect all you do. You're very knowledgeable. I do believe this defense really needs a huge fix this offseason, hopefully next season. Facts. And I always say build the defense no matter who's under center. And that's how it looks like. I can't wait to see what they do. Hopefully they go directly into defense. I hope Patrick Graham has a lot to say about it. I hope Patrick Graham brings in the guys that fit his system and not bring in guys that are potential system fitters. You feel me? So you're gonna see a new linebacking core. You're gonna see a new defensive tackle room. You're gonna see a new secondary, in my opinion. Actually, not a new secondary. You'll still have Nate Hobbs there. You'll still have Rock Ya-Sin, Amik Robertson, but I do think they're gonna go get a rookie cornerback, and they're also gonna get a veteran cornerback, and I think they're also gonna get a veteran safety as well. And I mean a veteran safety or a rookie safety. Um, I was a big Carr supporter and I moved on. I still remember what they traded the snake. This stuff happens and teams do it all the time. Hey, I've seen 18 quarterbacks come and go in my lifetime. 21 years, we haven't won playoffs. Damn, and that's why I stay quiet. Because any fan saying next year's different team, been hearing that a kid growing up, and that's what I'm saying. I learned my lesson giving any expectations to next year. I just think that there's gonna be a really good offseason, and hopefully it happens on the field. Salute Easy. Shout out to Darth Vader Prime up in here, man. Um, let's go back to this real quick. Give me a second. Damn it. Let me go back here. Go back here. Here we go. Here we go. Yep, right here. And this is my take on it, right? Eric, who is the best quarterback to fit McDaniel's system this draft? Well, Sean Johnson, I could give you a couple names on the list, right? I could give you a couple a couple of people, right? People that have been in the McDaniel system, Sean Johnson, this is a list of them. Tom Brady, Mac Jones, Jimmy Garoppolo, Jacoby Brissett, Cam Newton. Uh, I said Tom Brady, Jared Stidham. These are all people that have been in the McDaniel system. And correct me if I'm wrong. There might be another two, but those are some of the people that are on the list of the McDaniel system. You still cool with doxing them? Well, I brought this comment up on purpose because I said this. I know some of you guys missed my live a couple days ago. Um, and a lot of indirects were back and forth between a lot of content creators, especially me as well, as giving indirects too before the year ended. But I think I'm coming into a new year with a different mindset. Like I said, I took a couple of days off to kind of refresh my brain, and this is just a repeat for the people that were here on my live last time. You know what I'm about to say, but just to repeat it for some people that weren't there. Um, at the end of the day, I'm cool with everybody. At this point, I'm done with the back and forth shit over this car shit. Car's gone. They found the problem, right? Even though sometimes I don't agree with it, but at the end of the day, he was you seen a very decline in him, and he couldn't handle the system, and it is what it is. And like I said, I seen 18 quarterbacks come and go in my lifetime, so it's nothing new. To me, it's like he once a Raider, always a Raider with Derek Carr. I wish him nothing but the best, but I'm also not gonna always talk about him every live unless somebody asks the question or news like this breaks out, right? But I'm cool with everybody, man. I'm cool with whoever supports me, and if they don't support me and they're not supporting my channel or being in my channel stuff like that, you're most likely not gonna see me over there. I'm the type of person, if you respect me, I respect you. You support me, I support you, type deal, right? That's just how it goes for me. At the end of the day, I always pray that every content creator does their best and grows. Because I feel like a lot of people that deserve to grow haven't been growing, and I think a lot of people deserve a lot of light as well. And that's why I bring on a lot of people. Not only some of them I consider brothers, but and sisters, whoever I bring on. But at the end of the day, I also want to see the rest of the Raider Nation grow as well. I know I may not have 30K, 40K, 50K, 17, 18, 19, 20, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5K, and none of that. But I do think that I have a significant I have a really good community that, you know, that hopefully I can help everybody, right? So, this car back and forth shit, bro, I don't even give a fuck no more, bro. Like, I could debate anybody easily, bro. I'm not saying that I would win every single one, but I think I would win a good majority because I think I bring a lot of knowledge to the table. But besides that, this back and forth shit, bro, I just hate when people get personal, man. That's all I care about. I hate people that get personal, man, and those people I don't respect. And if you don't see me in some people's chat, you may think that maybe I don't fuck with them, and that's just how it is. And at the end of the day, I don't wish anything bad upon them. I wish them nothing but the best, but I'm cool with everybody, man, as long as they're cool with me. But if they ain't cool with me, they ain't cool with me. You know, who cares? In the words, there's this saying. How does it go? Actually, I have it. Hold up. Where the fuck is my phone, bro? I actually have it. Let me find it. Hold up. God damn it. I have to find this shit. Well, I find this shit. Let me give a salute to somebody. Hey, Capitan Rafael is in the building. What's good? Because I'm not going to let the haters talk shit about me. There you go, brother. There you go. Shout out facts, Eric. 2023 will be a positive year, man. I hope so. If he brings in Brady, that's just gonna prove he can't do it without Brady. So what are we gonna do when he retires? I don't want Brady personally, bro. But at the end of the day, it's their decision, bro. The organization's decision. So I'm kind of scared of Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is the saying that I'm gonna start saying because it's a new year. I'm gonna start saying this a lot. If you don't like me, remember it's always mind over matter. I don't mind, and you don't matter. That's at the end of the day. It's mind over matter in 2023. I don't mind, and you don't matter. That's how I go. Um, it is what it is. You're okay in my book, Eric. God damn, why you say I'm okay? Yeah, you got people who just want to see the Raiders win. Exactly. Shout out to D-Mac. But I want to grow up as a good person with a great purpose, doing something big as a content creator. And let's get started again with the great fucking year. There you go, Rafa. There you go. Let me see. Let me see. If I skipped any, shout out to We the People also in the building. Hope all is well. Yeah, I don't watch them either, but it looks like it's gonna happen. I don't want him either, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Yeah. Let me get this straight. We're the haters because you can't keep goddamn Dark Atheist. Come on, man. But going over this list right here, just back to our little conversation about the defense and offense. The offense, I have no excuse for them as well. They done a lot of three and outs. They didn't score points. But at the end of the day, as well, the defense deserves a lot of blame on some of these things. As you can see, by the looks of it, if you watch the games, there's a lot of, how do I say this? A lot of you gotta watch the game, not watch the end score. If all we care about is the end score and we care about, oh, they only allowed 21 points, the defense did its job, then what's the point of even watching the game, right? when you watch the game, there's been a lot of scenarios, right? You look at the Chargers, right? That was week one, whatever. It's Arizona, we lost in overtime. The fact that we were up a significant amount and we lost that lead. Of course, the second half collapsed as well for both sides of the football. In Tennessee, Darren Waller dropped a lot of passes, and we let Ryan Tannehill and the bum ass Tennessee offense come downfield and win the game. In Denver, we won. Of course, Denver is garbage. I mean, we beat them. But at the end of the defense did have at that time Denver did have one of the best defenses. So we put up 32 on them, right? Kansas City Chiefs. That was a McDaniels thing, in my opinion. He should have never went for the 2-point conversion. And then Houston, of course, Houston's Houston. Fuck Houston. New Orleans, of course, that was a fucking disgusting ass game. Holy shit, we got absolutely bopped in the side of the head. And then against the Colts, we let a washed up Colts offense come downfield and win the game as well. And then in Denver, we won OT. Seattle, we won in OT. Los Angeles, we won in OT. In OT. Seattle and Denver OT, and then in Los Angeles, we beat them. And then against the Rams, the offense couldn't score points, but then the defense had a chance to win the game. They led Baker Mayfield in the 48-hour offense. And why I call it the 48 hours? Because he had 48 hours to learn the playbook, come downfield, 98 yards, and score a touchdown with their number one receiver being Van Jefferson. So that's why I blame the defense on that loss. Because the same way the offense, if the offense has a chance to come downfield and score a field goal and win it, it's the same thing with the defense. We got to keep the same energy for both sides. Against New England, of course, right there, the dub. Chandler Jones with that sick, that Mac Jones stiff arm, where Jacoby Myers fucked up tremendously. Pittsburgh, that was the cherry on top, like we seen, and look, he got benched right after. And then against San Francisco, the defense was absolutely horrific. Let's be honest, the defense lost us against the Niners. Let's be honest, the defense lost big time. They were the reason why we lost against the Niners. Eric, don't say defense. People are going to think you're a Carr stan. They could think what they want, bro. It is what it is. Shout out to Raider Nation Network, man. Dirty's in the building. Was good. Shit, I won't let no one threaten me on DM. I put it like a quote Mike Tyson. Social media made you all way too comfortable with disrespecting people and not getting punched in the side of the face. There you go. Shout out to everybody there here, man. Shout out to Raider Way up in the building as well. There you go. I mean, you said it yourself back there. Defense lost the game versus the Niners against the. So we agree. So what makes me like? What makes me like what? Like I don't get it. If we're agreeing, we're agreeing. I don't get it. Like I said, they took care of business on the offensive side, and now it's time to take care of the defensive side. And that's why I'm talking about the defense, because that's something that we need to do in the offseason. So we talked about Adams. We talked about Jacobs. I had to step away earlier and missed the response. Eric, re-sign Perriman. I would love to re-sign Perriman if it's a good deal. At the end of the day, Perriman is injury prone. That's what scares me a lot. That's why I would not even give him. No, that's facts, Terrence. I know it was sarcasm. But Arkham, to answer your question, I'm kind of 50-50 with it, right? Because Perriman was coming to his own towards the end. He was looking really damn good. Then he got injured, and that injury prone kind of scares me, right? The injuries kind of scare me. Would you pay a guy that gets injured constantly? But having a veteran like Perriman, I really feel, and that's the main thing, health. If Perriman can't stay healthy, that's what scares me from re-signing him. I used to be like, yes, re-sign him because he was doing good. But he got injured again, and I'm kind of like, God damn, bro, the guy's injury prone. Do you really want to re-sign somebody that's injury prone? The only way is the same thing like we the people said it. I would re-sign Perriman for the low. That's the only way. The only way I'll re-sign Perriman is for the low because he's injury prone. I'm not paying somebody a lot, top dollar, or even mid dollar for somebody that gets hurt a lot. If it's a good, cheap deal, 1 year back, I'm all for it. Or maybe 2 years too, but a cheap contract at the end of the day, Arkham, a cheap contract. I'm not re-signing him if he wants more than a cheap contract, bro, because he's injury prone at the end of the day. And the best ability is availability. Shout out to Tubby. What's good, Tubi? Hope all is well. Shout out to Chila in the building, man. What's good? Hope all is well. So we talked about Adams, we talked about Jacobs, we talked about the defense. Um, Now I know there's a lot of things why a lot of people have been bringing up the old name that already we all moved on, right? And it doesn't look like we all moved on because that's all I see throughout lives and Instagram and Twitter. So I'm gonna say this about the situation because it's a situation that was bashing the organization, and I know a lot of people are gonna hate to hear it. Some of the shit that David said was true about the organization. The organization is absolutely shit. But I do think where it's wrong is that you're talking a lot for somebody else. Let that person talk. You feel me? That's the only thing. But at the same time, the guy's an analyst, and of course, he's gonna say what he's got to say. But at the end of the day, I just feel like everything is just crazy. But that's all I'm gonna say about that. Purple and Gold Raider, USC. Which defense is worse, Raiders or USC? Fuck. Ah, damn. You know what? The USC defense is worse, bro. The USC defense is worse, bro. The USC defense is worse, bro. The USC defense is worse. That's facts. Facts, Terrence. Best way to handle is ignoring it. That's the best way. Shout out to Raw Gas. What's good? What if all this time we were bad because of Mark's haircut? Ooh. There you go. Look at Pyro, Green Wave. Pyro, what the fuck, man? Come on, man. Damn, man. Come on. What did he say? I haven't watched the interview. He was just talking a lot about the organization, how he did him wrong, and how they didn't build around him, that they lied to him and did him dirty. That's to summarize it. There's a new podcast coming soon. He's actually gonna. I don't know when it's gonna come out, but they did already film it. They didn't need to upload it. So I don't forgot what platform it's on, but I know once it comes out, it's gonna be all over Twitter. So stay tuned for that. That podcast, he's gonna air out a lot of things, and we're gonna listen to it. We're gonna listen to it. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. Let me see. 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 I'm trying to see if I'm missing any other news. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's. I don't know what other news there has been. If I have missed anything, if you guys can hit that like button, please hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. I'll greatly appreciate it. Stack them up. You already know how it goes. So I'm trying to think. So Adams, Jacobs, Derek Carr, already addressed all that. Defense moving forward. The organization came out and said that they already knew that he wasn't going to be the quarterback earlier in the year. Um, Besides that, overall, I mean, what do you guys think? I haven't heard too many opinions. What do you guys think moving forward? With Stidham, let's talk about Stidham real quick. Are you guys on the same train as me? As Stidham has to be on a consistent basis and do good against the Chiefs in order to really analyze them? Or are you guys taking off of the one game against the Niners to be like, okay, Stidham is good? And what would you guys do in general with this coaching staff or organization? What would you do? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. I want to hear your guys' thought, man. I want to hear your guys' thought. Let me see. Patrick Graham needs to go. Goddamn. Yeah, Patrick Graham has a unique way of coaching. It kind of, I'm gonna give him one more year. I'm gonna give Patrick Graham one more year. Let's see what he could do, right? Let's see what he could do. If Josh McDaniels gets another year, might as well give Patrick Graham another year, man. Patrick calls terrible plays and gets a run. Yeah. Let's see, man. A lot of people say that he don't got his players, so let's see what he does with another year, right? We need to draft Caleb Williams and start kicking ass. That boy Caleb is the truth. I keep saying it. But in order to get him, he's arguably going to be the number one. If he plays like this again next year, which if you've seen the bowl game, even though they lost, he had 5 touchdowns and an interception and over 350 yards. So the guy kind of balled. He balled out. And the guy has been making a connection with Brandon Rice, which is actually Jerry Rice's son. If you guys didn't know, he was making a good connection with him and Tajee Washington over there. So if he plays again good next year, I really think he's gonna be another number one quarterback in next year's draft. I agree, Eric. One game is not enough. Fact. Sign Jacobs. That is fact too. I was impressed with Stidham, but I think we should see him in the next game. If he puts up a fight versus KC, why not give him an opportunity? Why not give him an opportunity? That's facts. Sign JJ. There you go. Happy with the performance, but need to see him this game. That is facts. Ziegler will get another vet to compete with Stidham next year. Next draft class will be better. That's a fact. If you know, Bo Nix is going back to Oregon, so he's not even declaring. So Bo Nix is back. Max Duggan is most likely next year, I believe. Caleb Williams. Will Rogers. I don't know if Will Rogers is coming out this year or next year. I think next year. There's a lot of good quarterbacks. I like Langy effort for being on the team for like 3 days. Yes, Dark. Hashtag pay that man. That is a fact. That is a fact. Pay that man. Pay that man. Pay that man. Hopefully they do. They said they already had a conversation, so we'll see how it goes. But we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, they're gonna bring in a veteran quarterback that knows the system, so that only leaves a small list of players. And I don't want Tom Brady, but it's a possibility at the end of the day if he wants to bring somebody that knows the system, and that's kind of looks like the trajectory of where they're going. I think this writing is on the wall. Brady coming and Stidham will be backup, but we'll go for a quarterback on the draft, and that's what I think. I'm not gonna be on that train yet. Like I said, I don't want Tom Brady, but like I said, in the small list, your only opportunity is like Jimmy Garoppolo, Mac Jones, and Tom Brady practice. JJ is the true backbone, not Derek Carr, of this team and has held teammates accountable. Jacobs needs to get re-signed, man. He needs to get an extension. He needs to get an extension. Re-sign Yasin for the right price. Yes, Yasin has been playing pretty good. Besides the injuries, he's been playing pretty good. And I would still draft a corner next year and get a veteran corner from free agency. Darian Butler, the linebacker, Darian Butler will most likely be here next year. Most likely, he's young. At the end of the day, Darren Butler, linebacker from Arizona, has been disappointing. He's been a little bit, on the downside, but he is technically speaking, he is a rookie. Undrafted rookie. I want to give him another year. Him and Masterson, I want to give them another year. But I do think the starting linebacking core is going to be very different next year because I would not keep Diablo at all. I don't even want Diablo starting. And Jayon Brown is out most likely. And if they don't re-sign Denzel Perriman because of his injury prone, you will see a really new linebacking core. Eric, put your GM hat. What would you do? Who you cut and who you keep? Who I cut, who I keep. Well, knowing there's a lot of 1-year players, right? And let's actually look at the list together. Let's actually look at the list together. So you guys could get a visual as well. All right, there we go. Let me go to teams. Let's go to the Raiders. Let me go to all positions. All right. Let me do this. Oh, fuck it. It kind of blocks it here. So, let's look at this list. Oh, damn. There we go. So, Cleve Farrell. I would sign him I will re-sign him with the right price, a very cheaper price than his rookie contract, and have him as a good backup because I think he's really good. I think he's been playing pretty decent in my opinion for the snaps that he's been getting. So I would bring back Cleve Farrell, but just for the right price. Anthony Averett made me look like a dumbass, if I'm being honest. And Anthony Averett is gone. Get him out of here. Brandon Parker, get his bum ass the fuck out of here. Denzel Perriman, like I said, is 50-50 because he's injury prone. For the right price, yes. Josh Jacobs, pay that man. Hashtag pay that man. Hashtag pay number 28. Hashtag pay Josh Jacobs. Pay JJ. That's of course. Jerry Tillery. Jerry Tillery, I would resign the fuck out of Jerry Tillery. Yes, Jerry Tillery has made our defensive line look better. And I will bring back Jerry Tillery. I will bring back Jerry Tillery on a 2-year deal. He's 26. He's in his prime practically. Mac Hollins. The age of 29. In my opinion, guys, I know people are going to hate this. I am not bringing back Mac Hollins. You know why? You know what? I would go draft a wide receiver in the later rounds that we have multiple picks in, like the 5th, 6th, 7th round. And I would also go out there and get a veteran wide receiver than Mac Hollins. But if you do bring back Mac Hollins, you bring him back on a 1-year deal and for a good price. If he comes back on a good price, I'm all for it. If you don't, you could go to your 6th team. Now, Rock Ya-Sin, I said, re-sign him. He's not going to cost too much. And he's 26 years old. And yes, he's been injured here and there. But at the end of the day, when he's healthy, he's good. And either way, draft the rookie cornerback next year and sign a veteran cornerback next year. And you'll be fine. And re-sign Rock Ya-Sin. Jacob Johnson, we need a fullback at the end of the day. He's going to be a cheap price. Bring him back. He knows the Patriot system, whatever. Keelan Cole, he could kick rocks. Keelan Cole could kick rocks. Keelan Cole could kick rocks. Keelan Cole could kick rocks. Who else is with me? Keelan Cole could kick rocks. Anybody else? Anybody want to keep him? Anybody out there? Anybody? Hell no, I ain't keeping him. Deron Harmon at the age of 32, about to be 32. Deron Harmon, I will sign him on a 1-year deal again. 1-year deal. 1-year deal. And my Figueroa girls are up in the building. You see the bots right there. Nobody clicked that link or nobody clicked that shit. Let me ban this shit. Give me a second. Block user. Fuck, I couldn't block them. Can somebody time them out? It's a fucking bot. God damn it. Anyways, shout out to Spicy Raider in the building. What up, Spicy Raider? Hope all is well. Shout out to the sis. What's good? Good to see you. But Deron Harmon, I will bring him back on a 1-year deal. Jermaine Illuminor. What do you guys do with Jermaine Illuminor? I mean, he said I already clicked on it. Jermaine Illuminor. What do you guys think about Jermaine Illuminor? Jermaine Illuminor is an interesting topic, right? He's one of those people that want his name called every single. Pyro said they're looking for Guerrero. He owes money. Oh shit. Did he use my code? Did he use my code? That's the experience, man. Shit. You gotta pay them, man. You gotta pay them. Jermaine Illuminor is a very interesting thing because Jermaine Illuminor, in my opinion, I ain't keeping him. Shit. I don't know about y'all. I ain't keeping him. I'm tired every single goddamn game. Holding. Wait, nah. It'll be like Josh Jacobs, 68-yard run. Oh my God, first down. We're going downfield. And then holding. Number 72, Jermaine Illuminor. Holding on the fucking offensive line. 5-yard penalty. Repeat. First down. What the fuck? And that's what nobody likes to talk about. This offensive line, yes, they're protecting the quarterback pretty damn good. They're protecting the running back pretty good. But you know what they're not doing good at? They lead the league in penalties. Holding penalties. Bro, you know how many times an offensive drive was looking good and these fuckers fucked it up with a penalty? Like, literally. You know how many times we were in the red zone and these fuckers holding or false start? Like, what? What the fuck are you doing? Like, what the fuck? Shout out to Charm City. What up, Charm City? Good to see you. Hope all is well. But god damn, bro, I'm tired of the penalties, bro. I thought we brought in this regime to clean up those shits. In preseason, we were like, oh shit, no penalties preseason. Hell yeah, more discipline. And then nobody even talks about how many fucking penalties this offensive line has had. In crucial moments, too. Crucial moments. Hell nah. Kick rocks. God damn, Mitch. Mitch, what the fuck? Mitch. I haven't watched AEW in a very long time. I haven't watched wrestling in a very long time. I need to catch up, bro. Fuck, you spoiled this. God damn it. But shout out to Darby Allin. That's one of my favorite wrestlers. Anyways, Jayon Brown could kick rocks. Who else is with me? Jayon Brown could kick rocks. I'm sorry. Jayon Brown has been disappointing in the system. He's better off somewhere else. Jayon Brown, I'm sorry. You gotta go. Andrew Billings, I'm resigning Andrew Billings. Andrew Billings, 2-year deal. Andrew Billings, 2-year deal. Amir Abdullah, 1-year cheap deal. I'll take it. Besides that, no. Isaiah Rochelle, I don't even know. He's hardly even on the field. Let's be honest. Get him out of here. Jordan Jenkins, hardly in the field. Out of here. Micah Kaiser was injured all season. Out of here. Tashawn Bauer, he had a really good preseason. And then they didn't even use them that much in the regular season. So I'm sorry, Tashawn Bauer. Go get some playtime somewhere else. Matthias Farley, out of here. Sidney Jones, nah. Roderick Teamer, how you guys feel about Teamer? Teamer actually has been okay. Teamer has been okay in my opinion. I think I'm not saying decent. I'm not saying good. I'm not saying excellent. But I am saying he's been all right. So, that's up in the air. Cheap contract, 1-year deal, maybe. I don't know. Curtis Bolton out of here. Jared Stidham, resign him no matter what, backup or not. Foster Moreau, resign him. He's a good number 2 at the end of the day. And besides that, yeah. They already gave Tyler Haw an extension. If you didn't know, Tyler Haw was one of our best cornerbacks. He was the best cornerback on Sunday. You know that's crazy, right, y'all? This actually came out after. Once I looked at the tape and looked at the numbers and looked at everything, Tyler Haw was actually the best cornerback out there. Even with the Meek Robertson getting an interception, Tyler Haw was the best coverage corner. That's crazy, right? The guy that got an extension a week and a half ago. That's crazy. Who would have known? So I'm cool with Tyler Haw being one of our backups. hey, the guy balled out against the Niners. He did pretty damn good. And we already extended him, so we have him for another year regardless. So I'm cool with that. Can we get 20 picks? We need them. Can we get 20 picks? We'll see. Of course, the quarterback that is going to be possibly traded say he's not going to retire, so that's going to help us with picks. And that helps us at the end of the day. Nobody should have a problem with him not retiring. Everybody's calling him I don't care. It helps us at the end of the day. We get picks for it, and let's go. I'm all for picks. Give us picks, more picks, and more picks, and then we could use those picks to go up in the draft and get some talent. I'm all for it. I'm not trying to be like LeBron, where at the end of the day, he's a Laker, and it's cool. But let's be honest, he gave up a lot of the future for now, and we've been shit for the past couple seasons. We won the championship in 2020, but don't you want to be good on a consistent basis every season? And you want to win more than one championship. That's the goal, right? That's the good. In this case, you want to win the Super Bowl multiple times. You want to build something. You want to build a winning franchise. You build from the draft. You build young talent. You make a really good team with veterans across the board as well. Coaching staff gets in sync with them. And you have a consistent winning winning years back to back to back to back. So I'm up for it. Like I said, if you guys can hit that like, but let's try to get a 50 likes, man. I'll greatly, greatly would appreciate it. I would greatly appreciate it. I don't know why I said greatly so many times, but it is what it is. Um, the only way that happens to Arkham is if they don't get a trade partner. But I think they are gonna get a trade partner. Bring back Moreau, good insurance policy for Wally. Exactly. I would bring him back. He's a good number 2. I'm all for it. Teamer's right. That's what I think too. I think Teamer's okay. Build through the draft exactly right away and build from the trenches out. If you look at this, is what I'm gonna say. Why trenches are so important and people that have played in the trenches, right? And I'm talking about the trenches in football. If you played in the trenches, you will know this especially, and just people in general that know football. The reason a lot of people like to say that you need to build through trenches because two things. On the offensive side of the ball, when your offensive line is good, your run game is good, and your pass game is good because you give them opportunities. In the case of run game, you give them opportunities with gaps between the line in order for the running back to make a noise. And of course, as we've seen this year, Josh Jacobs has been balling out. Now, the pass protection. Why the pass protection helps so much the pass game is because the more you protect your quarterback and you give your quarterback and the receivers enough time for the play to develop as well and let the play develop, the more the offense will look good and firing on all cylinders. The best teams have the offensive thing, right? I know some people like to bring up Minnesota because they do have a very very shit defense and their offense has been clicking. But as you've seen recently, they kind of have been getting a little bit exposed. So a lot of the good teams right now are getting exposed little by little, and come playoff time, we'll see truly who really wins it, right? And trust me, the teams with defenses will most likely make it to the Super Bowl, and the team with no defenses will most likely get bounced out in the first or second round. Anyways, and then on the defensive side of the ball, why the trenches are so good and why the pass rush needs to be good is if your pass rush is good, your secondary is good. The more you cause pressure and havoc up the middle, the more you make the quarterback uncomfortable, the more you make the running back uncomfortable, the more the secondary and the linebacking core, the second tier and third tier of the defense will be have an easier job and easier to do. When you give the quarterback a lot of time under the pocket, the wide receivers on the opposing side is going to end up drawing loose and end up doing pretty good, right? Though, and that's what we've seen constantly throughout the year. Don't get pressure, and then the secondary continues to get burned because they have to keep running around with their head like chicken with their hair cut off, and because the pass rush can't get there. So that's why the pass rush is good, and the offensive line should be good. But yeah. So let me see. Let me see. But yeah, give me a second. No, there's let me see, because I know Sean Johnson showed me he sent me something that he wanted me to pull up. Let me actually. Oh, okay. Your comments aren't getting through. Oh shit, a mock draft right now? Oh, I said I'm not gonna do a mock draft till after the off season. I mean, after our last game, practically after the Super Bowl. That's when I'm gonna do a mock draft. Give me until after the Super Bowl to do the first mock draft. I'm not gonna do a mock draft yet. I'm still doing a lot of film study on a lot of players before I even do a mock draft. So just give me a little bit of time. I will do a mock draft. Trust me. But just not right now. I just want to get through this week, get through the playoffs, get through the Super Bowl, and then do the mock draft once I have more um things right. So I have mock drafts yet. So yeah. So, anyways, that's about it. I mean, that's all I wanted to touch up upon today. Of course, we got the Chiefs Raiders preview. Um, most likely tomorrow or Friday, and it's gonna be in the early afternoon. So either 12 o'clock my time, which is 1 2 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for other people. Make sure to be there. Raiders Chiefs preview, the last game for the Raiders, man, until August. Sucks, but at the end of the day, hey, I'm excited to see what Stidham could do with this offense again. Hopefully, he does it good again. At the end of the day, I support the guy, whoever's under center, and we'll see what happens moving forward. And then it's goal time on off season, right? But shout out to everybody in here, man. Blessings to you guys, man. Always tough time never lasts, but tough people do. And you guys are also tough people, man. I appreciate you guys for joining me today. Blessings upon blessings. Once again, once again, praying for Damar Hamlin, man. Prayers up, man. Hopefully, everything continues to go well. Things are starting to seem going well, but he's still in the hospital in critical condition. So hopefully, things get better. Praying for him, man. Tough thing to look, and like I said, it's always bigger than football, man. Prayers up for Damar Hamlin. But shout out to everybody, man. Um, with the first pick, the biggest need in your opinion, linebacker DT. I would say DT, then linebacker, and then corner, and then safety when the defense out of the ball. So that's the way I like to look at it. There's a lot of good defensive tackles, but Jalen Carter might not be there at the end of the day. But don't forget to stack up them likes on the way out, man. I greatly appreciate every single one of you guys, man. Until next time, y'all, this was the S Experience, AK Boy Eric, man. And stay tuned for the next live. Peace out, peeps. Blessings.